Hello and welcome to today's live episode of the Self-Love Coach. We're in amazingly beautiful Greenwich Park. Have a look around. The sun is so bright on this 15th of March that I have to squint while I'm doing this, which for London, England is pretty much just spectacularly amazing. The reason why I came here today, because I wanted to dedicate today's episode to the number one thing that has to change in your life for any personal development to work. And a lot of coaches are just not talking about this topic. And to illustrate to you this particular point, we have come to beautiful Greenwich Park to stand by this amazing tree with all the distractions of the lawn being mowed over there and some dogs yapping over there. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. And let me know that that I actually can bellow louder than the lawnmower. So this amazing tree, I always use the example of a tree to explain how I do my coaching. A lot of the people that you find in the coaching industry will coach at what I call the branch and the leaf level. So you come to them with problems like relationship problems, money problems, fitness, things like that, and they will go to the edge of if you can see this, the edge of the branch, and also at the leaf level. The leaves aren't there yet, but they will coach you at the place of the things that you are doing. Then you have a lot of coaches who go, no, that's completely wrong. We need to go right down here, if you can see, to the roots of the problem. So they will say, this isn't about what you're doing. This is all about how your beliefs are affecting the things that you're doing. So they say, we're going to coach you at the root level. This is about digging up beliefs. And a lot of people have a lot of different modalities. I don't know about you, but as soon as I heard that concept a couple of years ago, I started to think, there is an elephant in the room here. There's something glaringly obvious that nobody has really talked about. And for me, that is the soil. So if you relate the soil and the tree and the root and the branch, the soil is how you think. If the roots are like your beliefs and your unconscious drivers, and the branches are your behaviors and your actions, then surely the state of the soil is the ultimate determinant of how you then perform in life and what you get to achieve. So I do my coaching at what I call the soil level, and that is going right down to the core of how you think. And I know that sounds incredibly weird, because how would you know how you think? And that's why you need a coach. This is why you cannot do this by yourself. And this is why a lot of the personal development that you probably have done up until now, especially with regards to self-love, hasn't worked. So the number one thing that a lot of coaches don't tell you is how. They give you all the what. You need to love yourself, you need to do this and that, and you need to overcome your obstacles and claim back your power, but nobody really tells you how. In episode 1 yesterday, I talked about that. Number 2, also, they don't really go to the soil. Any type of coaching does not work until you get right down to the very core of how you perceive the world and how you think. And you cannot do that by yourself. But another way that I can illustrate this to you, and this will probably stick much better in your mind than the tree, is we've all seen this beautiful example of the iceberg. And please excuse my drawing skills. The iceberg that sticks out of the water, which is your conscious mind, and all the iceberg underneath, which you can't see, which is your unconscious. And then a lot of people still talk about underneath the iceberg, which is the subconscious. But again, isn't the glaringly obvious thing here the water? Doesn't the water really determine the nature of the iceberg above the water, which is the action, and the nature of the iceberg underneath, which is your beliefs and your drivers? And that's what I do. I talk about the soil that your system is growing in and the water that all of these conscious and subconscious icebergs are being formed in, because until somebody teaches you how to change your thinking, you are just going to recreate the same beliefs, the same habits, and the same actions over and over again. And the problem with that is then you're going to start thinking that there's something wrong with you, and you can't get it right. And this is why it's dangerous to only get half of the story. And that is the topic of today. The number one thing that you need to change for any personal development, including self-love to work, is you need to change how you think, how you perceive the world. And that is unfortunately not something you can do by yourself. So that's all for today. Let me know your comments and any questions that you have with regards to this. And please tag somebody that you know this will be useful for. And have a look at Greenwich Park, because the crocuses are out, the sunshine is out, and it is an absolutely beautiful day. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.